Now, in the previous couple of videos, we've looked at different types of column chart, and I would like to move on and have a look at line charts next. Line charts are very helpful if you are looking at data that is going over a certain time frame, so a whole year or months or etc. etc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of overwriting this existing column chart, I'm going to create a second chart. So I'm going to highlight my titles and my figures just like I did last time. I'm excluding the totals at the bottom deliberately and the heading at the top deliberately. And then I'm going to go insert, and can you see just underneath where we found the column chart, there is a line chart option, and there's lots of different variations on a theme. I'm going to go on this one with little elbows. It's called line with marker, so you get a little spot every time the line chart changes direction. And you should see, I'll just move this slightly out of the way. Let's have it over here somewhere, let's say. You should be able to see now, you can see the sales dip sharply here, and then they go back up again, and then they go back down again, and so on. So you can see the kind of progress over the quarters. So anything that's got a timeline works really well as a line chart. I'm just going to give this little fellow a title. Let's say this is cake sales 2025 again. And for the next example, I'm just going to move this line chart out of the way and pop him down here somewhere. So I've got a little bit of space to show you a pie chart. Now, a pie chart is going to be slightly different in that I can only show one set of data for my pie chart. I could either show all the different types of cake for a particular quarter or whatever, or I could show all the different quarters for a particular type of cake. For this one, let's say I'm just going to go for the chocolate cake because it's closest to me. If you wanted to do one of the other rows, what you can do is you could select the headings like that, hold down your control key, and then select the type of cake that you want. I'm just going to do chocolate cake just because it happens to be next door. And then we'll have a quick look at a pie chart, which is the one underneath the line chart option. And I'm going to go for a two-dimensional pie. Now, one of the things I wanted to mention about the newer versions of Excel is that the pie chart that you get by default doesn't actually have any labels on it. So it doesn't look much use. Can you see you've got all the different sections and it's gone, oh, that's quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, but there's no percentages or anything like that by default, but they're actually really easy to fix. Can you see there's all these different chart types along the top? These are kind of subsets of the main type of chart, and as you hover over each one you get various different styles of chart. Maybe you could go for something like this so that you can see, oh, quarter four is blue and it's 19% and so on. I'll try and see if I find one that's got more than one data set. Here we go. This probably is the best one, I think, for what we're looking at. So it's giving you a label with the quarter and the percentage on it at the same time. Now, I think that's all I'm going to do for these types of charts. For the next videos, I'm looking at different types of data set, because these sorts of charts are really easy to create as long as you've got the totals in a table somewhere. But I want to talk to you about if you don't have the totals in a table yet and they're just one big list of orders or something, you can do something called a pivot chart, which allows you to create this table and create the chart at the same time. So follow along for the next set of videos, and they'll be called pivot tables and pivot charts.